I watched X Factor this week, and it was very exciting because Cecil was off sick, so Nadia had to step in. Neville was in the bottom two because Phyllis said his song choice was all wrong. Anyway, he got saved and Humphrey's gone out. And I might have got the names wrong, but frankly, who gives a shit? Because the one I hate is Frankie Kokoza. Oh. They're desperate to report that he's cool in my desperate campaign against the most despicable human on earth. This week, they said, he's been out on a 12-hour bender. He went to Wetherspoons and had a few beers with his mates. Then they went to a club, he got ID'd, and they went back to a house. That's hardly like Oasis throwing a donkey through a hotel window or anything, is it? He got ID'd and he went home. That's not a bender, is it? And then he took 3 girls this week to car parks.
What?
He took them to NC... Well, fair play, it's more expensive to take a girl to an NCP car park than a hotel.
I hate it. You've got to have no talent at all and go on there and they're awful.
Have you heard Frankie
Leona
Kokoza?
Lewis, no talent?
Well, she can sing, but that's about it.
Yeah, but she's a singer, so that's like the most important part.
I mean, I can't sing as good as her, but I've been struggling for years to get to this position, to get on this show.
Looking now, though.
It is a weird thing, though, because, like, from your world, from sort of, you know, if you're a rapper, could a rapper ever get anywhere?
Well, it's not even rappers. Like, you know, anyone who started off from, like, you know, grassroots or underground, you know, like, touring for years. Like, I've done nearly 1,500 gigs and, you know, sort of, you do all these gigs. It's, you know, like stand-up comedy, you know, start off at the bottom and just build your way up, and then if you're good, you get a chance at making it if you work really hard. And these guys, seemingly, just come out of nowhere on TV for a couple of months, and then they've, you know, record contracts and...
A lot of them on X Factor go on to become household names, like
and then...
Vanish.
I thought it was completely laughable. They had Alexandra Burke as a guest judge on there. That's like having Stevie Wonder judging Miss World, isn't it? It's like... You know, you know, everyone's got an opinion. Loads of people think I'm awful, so I don't really mind.
Louis Walsh, what do you think about him?
Well, you know, he's all right. See, I met Louis in Dublin, and I was offered to write songs for, you know, the winners, because I can write songs.
Did you?
And he was like, "We need hits! We need hits!"
That is exactly how I imagined he said it.
We need hits, 1,000,000% hits.
From what I can look at, his job on the show seems to just be to explain where people are from and what they look like. Every time he says, "John, you're tall, you're from Ireland," and that's basically... I could probably do that, Lou. Every contestant. Sharon, you're a girl, you sing songs, you were born in 1985.
I mean, if they covered one of your songs, wouldn't that just kill it for you, your credibility as an artist?
Well, no, I mean, I'd probably have a choice in that.
Would you have a choice? Can they...
Nah.
I don't think you did.
I'd like to hear Johnny Robinson do some examples. Johnny Robinson does example.
Question. Most people think children today are given too much praise. True or false?
Children do get praised too much. For example, I mean, my kids, they get praised for, like, eating peas. And they eat some peas, and even they spit them out and go... Still go, "Oh, well done for trying the peas." 100 years ago, they'd been shoved up chimneys. And now they're going, "Well done, you've eaten some peas." Oh, you clever. And any piece of daubing scribble ends up on the fridge. Anything, just be shit. You just go, "What is that? What are you drawing, an amoeba? What the... Oh, Christ. It's a tiger or a house. I don't know. You don't know. And then it ends up on the fridge. In my day, it was either the Blue Peter Gallery or the bin. Yeah.
Do you praise your children?
Yeah, I do. I encourage them because I want them to be confident, and I think children can really... I know they can take everything in like a sponge, and then their confidence can go. So I think it's important to encourage kids.
My perception's totally skewed by my old man. That's why I've got no... Like, everything my dad's good at is the stuff I'm shit at, and everything he didn't like is the stuff I was good at, because I had to just be opposite to him. Like, he's got all the physical skills. He can look at a shelf and put it up. "Get up, slag!" And it just goes up like
What about kids these days? Do you think kids are kind of given too much praise?
Yeah, definitely. My dad was harsh on me. He's like, "I'm going to get in the music game." He was like, "Good luck with that." And he was like, "Come to me when you got a top 40. I was like, "Dad, I'm number 19 in the charts." He's like, "Come to me when you got a top 10. I was like, "Dad, I'm number 6. So Dad, come with me when you're number one. I was like, Dad, I'm number one. It's like, come to me when you sold out Sweden.
My dad, he was quite interesting. He would give you some encouragement if, you know, on certain things. Like, he used to play that game. You know that game, Spine in a Sack? We used to play that. Do you ever play that?
Spine.
Spine. You ever play that when you were a kid? Spine in a Sack.
Spine in a sack.
Spine in a Sack.
It sounds more like
What he'd do is he'd go out and get some roadkill. Well, he'd get a roadkill and he'd whip the spine out, get the old spine out, then he'd break up all the vertebrae, put it in a sack, then he'd bounce it on our heads, right? And we'd have to guess what animal it was.
Spine in a sack.
Spine in a sack.
Spine in a
Yeah.
sack.
I mean, you probably called it something different, back in a bag or something. Whatever, it's the same game.
Are you guys winding me up? Is there really a game?
Used to do it, and I'd go, oh, is it chipmunk, Dad? And you go, don't be stupid, that's not even indigenous. How am I going to find that on a road? Harder, Sean, work harder! Do you never play it?
No, I'm really shocked because I don't know if you're winding me up or not. I'd be mortified if my dad put a dead animal on the sack and started bouncing it on my head.
Yeah. This is in the 60s, I think my dad was taking a lot of drugs at that time.
Honestly, I don't know what to think.
No, he didn't know. I made it up for a joke. Very nice man, my dad. Very nice.
Did play kidneys in a shoe, though, didn't he?
Most annoying habit.
I got loads of these. People who breathe through their nose when they've got a cold and they've got a little snot flap.
Oh, that is bad.
That's bad.
Clicking open and closed. How can you not hear that? People next door can hear that thing.
Yeah.
People who laugh at texts and then don't tell you. Oh, who was that? Don't matter.
Yeah.
And then people who, when you're in a bit of a bad mood, keep asking you what's wrong. There's nothing wrong. Seriously, what's wrong? There's nothing wrong. I'm just in a bad mood. What's wrong? It's you now. Just get out of my face.
The thing you do. I can't stand it. That thing you do like a little skip, you go, and then you go... What do you do this? You go, you skip, you go...
But Sean, you try it. If you walk from there to there, you've got to then turn round.
Have a go.
Look, you just do that.
Well, how would you do it?
You
How would you do it? Fine, let's see.
Walk on.
Not easy, Sean. Yeah, OK, all right. Sean lock, everyone. Sean lock.
You don't do this.
What is your problem? I've got a wobbly head. I've got a wobbly head.
Apart from that, I think you're great. I think you're amazing, Jimmy.
So, most annoying habit.
Nose picking.
That is the right answer.
Yes.
Nose picking, yeah. Yes, the most annoying habit is nose picking. I tell you, he was terrible at nose picking. Michael Jackson. He just could not make up his mind.